Hi everyone and welcome back. In this video we're going to cover one of the most fundamental aspects of Adobe After Effects, keyframes. Whether you're animating text, shapes, complex compositions, or anything else that moves inside the program, keyframes are the building blocks that bring your projects to life. So what are keyframes? In After Effects, a keyframe marks a specific point in time where you define a value for a layer property, such as position, scale, rotation, or opacity. By setting multiple keyframes, you create animation by telling After Effects how these properties should change over time. To create a keyframe, first select a layer and reveal its properties in the timeline panel. For example, if you wanted to animate the position of a layer, press P to bring up the position property. Then move the playhead to the point in time where you want the animation to start. Click the stopwatch icon next to the property to set your first keyframe. Now, move the playhead to a different point in time and change the position of the layer by dragging it in the composition panel or adjusting the numerical values in the timeline. After Effects will automatically create a new keyframe at this point, and you'll see a motion path between the two keyframes, indicating that the layer will move from one position to another over time. When you create keyframes, After Effects automatically calculates the in-between frames. This process is called interpolation. By default, After Effects uses linear interpolation, meaning the change between keyframes happens at a constant rate. You can adjust this to create more dynamic animations, but that's a conversation for another video. Keyframes are flexible, meaning you can easily edit and move them. To adjust the timing, simply drag a keyframe left or right in the timeline. To change the value of a keyframe, move the playhead to the keyframe and adjust the property value. Be careful, it needs to be exactly on the existing keyframe, otherwise you might accidentally create a second keyframe a frame or two off, and that gets very confusing. You can also copy and paste keyframes, which is great for repeating animations without having to set each keyframe manually. There are different types of keyframes, each with its own icon. For example, a diamond icon represents a standard keyframe, while an hourglass icon indicates a keyframe with temporal interpolation, meaning changes over time. But that's a concept for another video. Understanding these icons does help you quickly identify the types of keyframes you're working with. Keyframes are the foundation of animation in After Effects. By understanding how to create, edit, and fine-tune them, you can bring your ideas to life with precision and creativity. Whether you're animating simple text or complex motion graphics, mastering keyframes will take your projects to the next level. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy animating!